Hey guys, Chris Brink here with Rooted Music Coaching. At Rooted, we exist to help you and people like you learn to play the music you love by coaching you on the why and not just the how. In today's video, we have something really amazing for you. One of our coaches, Tucker Richmond, is going to give you some insight into how to determine what type of strumming pattern to use for any song. He's going to give you 3 amazing points, 3 amazing ways to be able to listen to a song and instantly know the type of strumming pattern that you're going to want to have for that particular song. It's going to be awesome. He's also going to show you some insight into how to play those 3 worship songs. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
Hello guys, my name is Tucker Richmond. I'm a guitar coach at Rooted Music Coaching, and today we just wanted to talk about how to know as a guitar player that your strumming pattern fits the song. So strumming is something that is eventually kind of simple to understand, but kind of hard to learn up front because it's hard to know exactly how to feel the strumming pattern that fits well in a song. And how to kind of instinctually hear that. So that's kind of something that we wanted to talk about with this video. So we're going to use a few different examples to show some slightly different strumming patterns and how we can get an idea of a strumming pattern that works well and sounds great in a particular song. So we're talking about in each one of these songs, the feel of this particular song, so the overall sound and way the mood of a song feels. And then we're listening for that when we're deciding how to strum along to the song. And we're also going to be listening to the other melodic instruments. So this is going to be like the piano or the lead electric guitar or other noticeable instruments that play a key role in the song. So we're going to be listening to those. And then one of the most important elements to be listening to is the rhythm in the snare drum and hi-hats. So that's going to be a very noticeable way to pick out a good strumming rhythm in a lot of songs. So let's just dive right into an example here. First, we were going to talk about the song Reckless Love, really popular worship song, and it has a few of these elements in a really distinct, noticeable, some really distinct, noticeable parts for each of these ideas, each of these elements. So we're capo 2 in F sharp for Reckless Love, and I'm playing E shapes. So in this song, one thing that we notice right away is the melodic hook that the piano and guitar play. So in that part, let's see. So you might be familiar with it. It sounds like this. Right, so that's following kind of a triplet type of timing there. Triplet, triplet, triplet. So that's kind of that and the snare drum rhythm and hi-hat rhythm kind of throughout. There's kind of a snare drum rhythm that you'll hear kind of throughout the beginning of the song and into the first verse. So as we're strumming along, we're going to be listening to that original hook in the beginning and also combined with the snare drum. And so that's going to allow us to kind of feel out this strumming rhythm. So remember what we're doing there? What we're doing there is we're following kind of the feel of this primary part in the beginning. So we're following kind of the accents of that part, and that being kind of a key theme in the song combined with the snare drum makes this rhythm kind of consistently throughout the song feel good. What we're doing there is kind of a down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down. That type of idea. So that's our first example. The second one we wanted to talk about is Living Hope by Phil Wickham. This song is in, let me see if I can remember, E flat, I believe, on the recording. We're playing D chord shapes in the key of E flat here. So this song is pretty open. There's not a ton of musical elements happening right in the beginning. So we're kind of listening to the piano, which is kind of leading in the beginning of the song, I believe, is the main instrument in the recording. So in the beginning, the first verse and chorus, we're basically just using a simple eighth note strumming rhythm because we don't want it to be distracting. We don't want to like take away from the singing or the vocals or the moment of the song, kind of the emotion. So the piano is basically accenting at the top of each measure the chord changes. So we're just going to be following that and just adding in a little bit extra strumming to kind of fill out the space. And so it's going to sound like this on the verse. 8 strums per measure. Nice and easy. Nothing complicated here. And so basically that pattern is going to work through the majority of the song. As you kind of get in to the busier, more big moments in the song, you could probably keep doing that same rhythm and incorporate maybe a little additional alternate strumming. So it could sound like this. I believe this is the chorus progression here. So what we were doing there is basically sticking to that same eighth note strumming rhythm, following the drums that are going to be do, do, da, do, 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 da. You know what I mean? Mostly just a straightforward driving beat. The piano is going to be playing quarter notes probably throughout a lot of the song. But then we were just adding down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. You know what I mean? Not to make it too, you know, thinking about a specific word for or down up for every strum, but the idea is to just lock in with that eighth note strumming rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then as you're listening to the song progress, the drums are going to be adding in some additional backbeats in there. So the idea is to listen to the snare drum and kind of find where you can add in some alternate strumming to follow along with that, just to fill out the sound a little bit more. One more time, kind of an example of that. Yeah, so we're kind of following the basic eighth notes and then following the snare drum as we progress with that one. Cool, so the last example we're going to talk about is Build My Life. And this song is in the key of G. So with this one, this is a really similar idea to On Reckless Love. It's kind of a triplet accent type of strumming pattern. And if you listen to the original recording of this by House Fires, you know, early on in the song, the acoustics are kind of setting the rhythm, so it's not quite as obvious what to follow as far as another element in the song. but as you get into the song a little bit later, you'll notice as the drummer comes in, there's going to be accents on the toms that are going to follow really clearly what the acoustics are doing. So you can kind of hear how it all ties in there. I think it starts maybe on the second verse, or definitely the second chorus. You can hear the toms kind of do, 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 do. So we're talking about a slower tempo here, but this is a similar idea that we talked about in Reckless Love, listening to those accents. So I'll show you how this sounds. On the chorus, it's going to sound like this. And sorry, I should have mentioned the verse and the chorus kind of maintain the same strumming rhythm on this one. So it sounds like this here. So that is the primary chords in the chorus there. And so following right along with the toms, do, 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 do. So basically, you know, we're strumming on those accents for each measure in the song. So I'll play, through the chorus again. I'll play through a full chorus and you can kind of hear how that sounds. How the chorus goes, and you can hear, kind of like we were talking about on Living Hope, you know, we're primarily focusing on hitting those accents, and as you get comfortable with that rhythm, once you get comfortable hearing that rhythm, you know, it'll be natural to add in a couple additional alternate strums to kind of fill out the sound a bit and to kind of keep your rhythm moving. And you know, that's something that you want to be working on by maintaining a loose swinging motion from your elbow. This is all stuff that becomes really second nature eventually, just as you're learning it. It's kind of a weird concept to ingest, but once you learn how to, you know, feel the song like we've been talking about, listening to the other melodic instruments in the song and listening to the rhythm of the drums, it almost becomes second nature how to strum along to a song. So yeah, I'll just play through this example one more time and maybe go into the bridge progression and show you how we might build up into a little bit louder, more intense part of the song towards the end. So it would sound like this. This is starting on the chorus. Going into the bridge. So one thing I wanted to mention real quick, one thing you might notice is on the bridge, the drums actually kind of straighten out and the band goes into like a straight eighth note type of build. So you can even follow along with that on your strumming pattern. So on those bridge chords, you could play it even more straight. That would sound like this.
Open up my eyes in wonder and show
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching that video with us. I hope it really helped you learn what it takes to know what type of strumming patterns you should have in any song, not just those 3 songs, but in any song. And if you enjoy that type of coaching, we'd love to work with you further. I'd love for you to check out and click the link below in our comments and see how we can help you learn to play the music you love today. Have a good one.